Okay. But no, we're actually live right now. We live. Oh wait, you're moving. You're
Okay.
moving. All right.
Yeah, about time.
All right. There's a bit of a lag, but you're moving. I know. I know he's frozen. Not much I can do. Okay.
Blame cricket.
Right? Okay, he's back. Okay, so remember what I said. I'm not giving anybody any promotion. You guys remember this, and I said that for a reason. Okay. So that is the main reason why I blocked out dude's name, Instagram, all of that social media. There was a reason for that because we don't advertise foolishness when we think it's foolishness, right? I made my video, said exactly what I said, and I stand by everything that I said. Okay. Now, this man hit me up on Instagram and said, hey, that he wanted to speak to me, et cetera, et cetera. Now, you you hit me up. Do you want to tell them what happened? How you found out about a video and why you hit me up?
Yeah, I was just chilling one morning, and this friend of mine on Facebook hit me up, and she's like, "Yo, I just found this," and I was like, "Okay, let me check this out." So I checked it out, and like at the beginning, I was like, "Okay, this looks like a pretty nice thing," you know what I'm saying? But then started describing stuff, and I felt like you took a lot of things and posts and stuff I said and twisted it around to make it seem a little bit different. And you mixed in your own opinions and assumptions. And basically, everything on there was wrong except for the fact that I got invited to the cookout. That was like the only thing on there that was true. And came to you and I was like, yo, I wish you would have came to me and asked me some questions or gave me an interview before making a video like that, speaking about a whole bunch of stuff that's not even true. Now you can ask, and I said, I don't mind you posting a video about me, giving your opinion, but just know the facts and state the facts instead of insinuations. And then you was like, okay, maybe we could do something like that.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, so like you said, you guys should know I made a video. I was actually sent this guy's Instagram by a subscriber of mine that said, Angel, you gotta come look at this. So I looked at it. I had to look. I went through the post. I saw what I saw. You know, I utilized the things that I needed to utilize. I didn't want to give too much away because I didn't feel it was really necessary. Now, obviously, you're saying that I made my own assumptions. A lot of times, what we do is we use our eyes. We can see, we have eyes. And I did enough reading and I looked at the stereotypes that you were portraying. Now, I'm not going to get into that first and foremost. First and foremost, what I want to ask you is, what is your race?
Human being.
Human being is not a race.
I
All right.
mean,
Human is a species. It's a hominid species, Homo sapiens sapiens. Races are subcategories of said species. So, are you Negroid? Are you Caucasoid? Are you Mongoloid? What are you?
multiracial.
Multiracial. So, you're mixed race?
Yes, I have a whole bunch of different things in me.
Tell me, what are they?
Well, I have the most part is Sicilian, and I have Cherokee. I have some Swedish, and I have some forgot what the other thing was, and some I think it's these Nigerian. My grandma said
Your grandmother said Nigerian. Okay.
she said that her grandfather was in Sicily, got married to some woman from I think she said Nigeria, but I can't exactly remember exactly what she said, but it was something like that.
Okay. Do you know what I heard? I heard European, European, European with $5 Indian. Because Sicilian is it's European. I know people start talking about this Moorish empire breathing with the Italians and the Sicilians, giving them a little bit of a darker skin tone. But that's what happened with a lot of Mediterraneans. That does not make them black. They are still European, all right? So when I asked you what race are you, you said multiracial. And then you said to me a bunch of nationalities, right? I didn't say, are you multi-ethnic? Are you multicultural? So Sicilian, that's white. Swedish, that's white. If you're American and you're a European American or a British American, descendant of colonizers, that's white. The Native American, that's actually part of the Mongoloid race. Now, everybody says Cherokee. I knew you were going to say Cherokee because everyone says Cherokee, right? Now, you ain't the only one, right? But when I'm going to ask you a question, all right? Forget multiracial, right? Forget that. Are you black or are you white?
Well, that's a very hard question to answer because I'm not. It depends on what aspect you're speaking of.
Are you black or are you white? Come on, let's just get to the point. Are you black or are you white? Forget what you look like right now, or the tan that you have. Your mother, is your mother black or white?
I consider my parents to be human, not
You're
black,
being
not white,
if you're
not
gonna be
nothing.
disingenuous like this, right? I won't continue because that's just pointless. Like let's just be honest. All
All
right,
right, to answer your question. All right, to answer your question,
how does society view your mother?
I don't know, but to answer your question, when you said, "Am I white? Am I black?" Okay, then if you're gonna give me those options, I'm black. That's what I've been told my whole life.
Who told you you were black?
Everybody around me. I mean, it's like kind of like think about it. If somebody tells you, that you're this for 30 some odd years, I mean, your brain's gonna be wired to be thinking that way.
Okay, you you sent me a picture. Do you mind if I of you as a child? Do you mind if I pull that up?
Sure, go ahead.
You give me permission to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Because I don't want to use anything of yours that without permission. So bear with me one moment. All right. Now, when you say you've been told all of your life that you were black, did your parents say that you were black?
No, my parents never told me anything.
Your
It
parents never.
wasn't until I got a little older and then race got into it. Everybody told me I was black.
Everybody told you were black. Okay, but your parents never
They
said
either
you.
said I'm black. I was black in a past life. I'm black at heart. I'm black at soul.
Oh,
Some
okay,
variation of it. They
okay,
always said that I'm black.
all right. So they said you were black in a past life or you have a black soul, but they never actually said you're black, like racially black, right? You're not actually black. So here's a picture of you. How old were you in this picture? In the picture you sent me, it's the one where it looks like a birthday party or Christmas. You have a Turtles T-shirt
I
on.
honestly don't remember how old I was there. I have no idea.
All right,
Maybe 4 or 5. I have no idea.
4 or
I don't
5.
remember.
Okay. So, but what we can clearly see is a white child, right? And even the kid next to you who has a tan, right, is a white child. And is that your sister?
Yeah, that's my sister.
All right. Okay. So I'll tell you what you are. You're white. Okay. You are a white man. And that is what you are. Genetically, you are Caucasoid, you're Caucasian. Now, these people that somewhere along the line you've decided that because people say to you that you kind of like have black swag or you kind of deal with the culture and you rap or whatever and they said that you have a black soul or you were black in the past life. That's what you said, right?
I said those are some of the things that they said. Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay. Now, what's with the tan? What's with the tan and the braids? Explain that to me.
You said what's with the tan and the braids?
Yeah, yeah. Explain it to me. Let me let me understand what it's about.
Okay, well, those are two different subjects, so that's why I was asking.
All right,
So as far
let's start with the let's start with the tan.
okay, so as you can see in the picture, my sister's a lot darker than me. My whole family has always been darker than me. I was born with a skin condition where I cannot produce melanin like other people, similar to albinoism. So my whole life I've wanted to be a little bit darker because, I got tired of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody around me is just not fair. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I wanted to try it out. You know what I'm saying? I was curious, what it would be like. I was like, let's see what this shit does. I was just wanted to see, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I in one of the videos that you showed, or no, someone made a comment talking about how in my update videos I said my adventure quotation marks, you know, and they were thinking or saying something along the line that they had the insinuation that I meant the adventure of being black or becoming black or something like that. When I said my adventure, I was referring to taking the injections and seeing what happens, because some people said that it's fake and it don't work. Some people said that you can die from it. I didn't know. Some people said you're just gonna get like a shade or two darker or something. So I had no idea what was gonna happen. So when I said my adventure, I was referring to the adventure of experimenting with these injections.
What is
You know
your
what I'm saying?
what's your skin condition that you say you have?
MC1R gene mutation,
Okay. All right.
which
So
is
I know what it is. So I wanted to explain it to my audience briefly. So all right. So MC1R gene, right? That allows your body to make a protein called the melanocortin 1 receptor, right? And that receptor controls pigmentation and helps to produce melanin. So it's the one that decides, whether you produce eumelanin, which is the dark, the dark colors, browns, blacks, different shades of browns, from the yellows up, and pheomelanin, which is like reds, blues, greens. Now, the more eumelanin you produce, the darker you are, and you tan easily. The more pheomelanin you produce, the more lighter colors you produce, like reds, blonde hairs, freckle, pale skin, right? Now, you said you have MC1R gene mutation.
yeah.
Okay. So you compared it to albinism. Now, I have a video about albinism. And albinism is a condition where your body does not produce melanin or produces very little melanin, whether it be eumelanin or pheomelanin, right?
Uh
But
huh.
from my understanding, with people who have the so-called MC1R gene mutation are normally redheads or gingers, right? And that particular the pigment found, in redheads and whatnot, is made from pheomelanin. So you have pheomelanin. Your body has no problems with producing pheomelanin. The only issue that your body has is with producing eumelanin. So you don't produce browns. You don't produce different shades of browns or black. That's not necessarily a skin condition, because in reality, every single redheaded person or ginger person who has pale skin and freckles does not produce eumelanin. And if they do, they produce very little. That's not the same thing as having a skin condition, and you can't compare that to albinism.
I wasn't comparing it into. It's still comparable because
It's not
we
comparable.
both have problems getting the tan of browner skin when we're in the sun.
Do you?
That's what I was
But
referring to.
people
It's
that suffer with
comparable with that.
albinism, people who suffer with albinism have conditions beyond getting a tan and beyond having color. They have eyesight issues, they have heart issues, they can die early. It's a condition which affects their health. So when you say it's comparable, it's kind of offensive to people that do suffer with albinism. Like, I just need you to understand that. Do you get that?
I can understand that. You understand that, but like I
Right.
said, I wasn't comparing it as far as it's the same thing. I was comparing it as in we both have this same issue, this one particular same issue. You know what I'm saying? I
Except
wasn't
this
trying to make
except
it
this issue
sound
except this issue won't cause you to die and have heart attacks and
you're
diseases.
you're going off though. I'm talking about this particular one thing. It's similar to,
About not being able to produce the brown pigment.
yeah, not being
Okay.
able to producing little or no pigmentation with the
Okay.
sun.
Now, when you're talking to me right now and you're using what I would deem as regular verbiage, right? But in the videos that I saw, your vernacular and your ebonics are very, I would say, forced. Like, they're really forced and like extreme. They're almost like the most extreme caricature and negative stereotypes. For example, have you seen the movie Malibu's Most Wanted?
Yeah.
Right? That's you. Be
Nah.
rad. That's how you come across. Do you get what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah. To answer your question though, I don't try to do anything. I've been around a lot of different people that speak a lot of different ways. I travel a lot. I go with different cliques for a while, and it's like I pick up different things, but I'm not fake, so I don't try to do things. Like I hate my high pitched voice. I wish I had a deeper voice. I could walk around talking in a deeper voice. I could walk around speaking in, as you say, ebonics or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do that. I just do what I do, and then
Can
like
I
sometimes
can
it
I
shit
ask?
just pops
Sorry,
out.
can
You
I
know
ask
what
you a
I'm saying?
question? So you made a really good point. You said that you could walk around and put more, try to change the cadence of your voice. You could try to talk with a deeper voice, right? But you don't
Yeah,
do that because it's not you, right? It wouldn't be real, right?
yeah.
Okay. But you got the tannin injections, you got the cornrows, right? That's not you. That's not real.
All right, let's go back to the cornrows later. Now, as far the injections, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to know what it would be like to be a tan. You know what I'm saying? I have a problem where I can't tan. I wanted to do it. So, I mean, what's wrong with me trying to chase my dream, and see what it would be like to finally have something that I wanted, that I can't do, that everyone else around me can do, but I can't. It's like almost like an uh, um, uh, uh, unfair curse that was put upon me, you know, and it's like, especially with my
There
family,
there are pale people. There are pale
I
people
came
every
out of
day.
nowhere. There's no one in my family that has this condition of mine. No one. Everyone has dark hair. Everyone has dark eyes. I came out like this out of the freaking blue. I always got picked on saying I was adopted. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That might not
When
be
they
my
say,
real family.
but here's, they might not. Okay, all right. But the thing is, you could tan. You could get fake tan. Right? That wouldn't have affected your health. It
All right.
wouldn't. It
Yeah.
wouldn't risk your health.
Yeah. So as
You
that
could have
goes
even
back to
dyed
the
your
other
hair
thing I wanted to
black.
mention.
You could have dyed your hair dark brown or black.
Well, I overtalked to. I was trying to go on to something else, and I didn't hear what you were saying. But when you said something about the fake tan, right before I did the tanning injections, I tried that. I was like, what? I was like, let me try this fake tan, out, see what it would look like, and it barely made me any darker, and like barely, but it stained my nails, and that's why my nails were looking like that in the video. And I'm a naturalist. I let my nails naturally break when they do. I don't clip them. I
I
like to be
got
natural.
you. Okay. All right.
So that wanted to clear that up. And then after, like I said, after I tried that the fake tan once, I was like, okay, I'm not doing that again. I just wanted to see what it was like for that crap.
All
And
right. I'm gonna cut you here, right? Because I wanna before I go into any more stuff. All right. Do you think you're pro black?
100%.
Okay. Are you Pan African? Like a Pan Africanist? A Garveyite?
I'm a, I am my own thing, kind of, but I mean, I'm just like a mixture of
Well,
all
the reason I
the
ask
things
is
together.
you have a RBG flag. That's part of the Pan African
Yeah,
movement. Like,
yeah. UNIA,
okay. Well, do you know what Pan African is?
African American Pride.
No, that's not what a Pan African is. So, a Pan African is a person that believes in the unity of all African peoples within the diaspora and has love for everything African, right?
Mm,
So, the king of Pan Africanism is Marcus Garvey, who was a black Jamaican man.
yeah,
When you have things like the RBG flag, or you start throwing out words around and you don't really know what they mean, it's going to offend people. Now, you have posts where you have pictures, like artwork that you put on clothing, where basically white people are being killed, or you're referring to white people as cave beasts, and and
yeah.
things like that. And you're entitled to do that. That's on you, right? But a lot
Uh
of the
huh.
things that you portray yourself as, that's not pro-black. Pro-black people don't go around talking about that they want to kill white people. And the
Yeah, I
reason
understand that.
right,
I
but you
understand
do
that, and
that.
I'm not portraying anything. I'm
No, but
just
when you
being
say,
me.
okay, hear this. Let me speak a moment. Like, hear this. There's a lot of white supremacists and anti-black people who have this stupid misconceived notion about what it is to be pro-black, and they think pro-black people hate white people, want to kill white people, want to do all of these
I'm
things.
aware.
And we don't even care about white folks. What we care about is unity within the black community, true liberation, and true freedom. So when you
Yeah,
come along and you put out all of this content and these videos and say these things, which are basically the worst stereotypes. That it's like a white supremacist KKK member hit you up and said, yo, this right here is what a nigga is, and we want you to put on a costume and pretend to be that and make a mockery of them. We want you to be a hotep slash fotep, right? That's come across with it. So I gotta ask you, are you paid? Are you a paid agent?
No, I don't believe in money.
You don't believe in money.
I don't believe in money.
Okay. All right.
And that was a crazy, crazy accusation that you kind of just, or not. Oh, that's not an accusation. That was a crazy scenario that you just made up.
I don't think it's that
And
crazy.
because you just don't know how much I hate white people and KKK. You just
But
don't
you
know,
are white. So
bro,
you
bro,
hate
bro.
yourself. You hate your mother. You hate
Now,
your
now, hold on.
father.
Wait. I wanted to also answer your thing about the pro. Yes, I know pro-black is about pro-black love. You know what I'm saying, and all that. But because of my life and things that I've gone through, I am also anti-white. I'm not trying to be the spokesman of pro-black people. You know what I'm saying? I am not trying to do that. I am just being me. Yes, I am part pro-black. That's why my body is split down the middle. I have the pro-black side and I have the anti-white side. You look at my shoes, same thing. Each and every outfit I make, I have one pant leg anti-white, one pant leg pro-black, because I am for pro-black and anti-white. I'm different
That's
than
not
other
what
people. Okay, I
pro-black
understand
is.
that.
Pro-black is not anti-white. But I'm gonna move off of that topic. We'll move off of that. Okay. All right. You had a story on your Instagram. It was probably a week ago or 2 weeks ago, right? And I saw it, and I actually showed it on a live stream that we did, because we did a live stream after the video, and we showed a couple of your songs. Some people said you were talented, and so we watched some. They liked your artwork actually, right? You said something. You said that if you go into a store, like you go to Walmart or whatever, and
Yeah, I
you,
wanted to touch on this with you too.
all
Thanks
right,
for reminding
all
me.
right, and this is what you said. You said that if you go into Walmart and you go to the checkout, and there's a white person, behind the register, or a black person, you will always go to the black person and let them serve you, even if there's 20 people, in that queue. You are never gonna go to the white person. Now, before you interject, what I wanted to say with that, right? When I watched that, I said, this white man, that's your white privilege. Because what you're doing is putting more work on that black person. It's not their black business, and you're not giving them money. They are working hard, right? And you literally said that if there was 20 customers, you would literally still get in that queue. You're basically saying, you know what? You're going to give the white person an easy time, and you're going to give the black person a hard time. Because I know black people that are pro-black, and if they were to walk into Walmart and they saw a poor black cashier at the checkout struggling because there's 20 people, they're going to either go to the self-service, or they're going to go to the white dude or whoever has less and give him some work to do. But instead, it's like you're dropping more work on a black person. That's not pro-black. So tell me, why do you
Now,
think that
okay,
that's
so
pro-black?
to answer that part, I didn't think of it that way until you mentioned something. But when I go to the cashiers like that, I'm not. Yeah, I'm kind of giving them more work, but I chop it up with them. You know what I'm saying? If it's a girl, I might flirt a little bit. If it's a dude, we just chop it up, and they know me, and I personally know them because I go to the store all the time, so we know each other, and we interact. You know what I'm saying? I put a smile on their face. We catch up. It's not like how you kind of making it out to be. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
And
not
plus,
making it
also,
out to
there's
be
never like
anything.
20 people in one line and 0 people in the other line. That was an exaggeration.
But these were your words. These were your words in your Instagram story, right? Were they or were they not
Yeah,
your
but
words?
you kind of took it a little bit out of
No.
context.
All right, you have to understand about me, as I'm a realist, right? I have eyes, I have ears, I see what it is, and I say what it is. Like, I can tell. Here's the thing: you're white, right? I'm gonna be the one to tell you white. Everybody else tell you you're white, right? And these black people in the chat right here, some of them may want to talk to you afterwards, but what we're going to tell you our experiences as black people. Now, I'm light skinned. So that means I don't know what it's like to walk in this world as a dark-skinned black man. And I'm a man. I don't know what it's like to walk in this world as a black woman. I can't compare my struggle as being a light-skinned man to the struggle of a dark-skinned black man. And I can't compare my struggle as a black man to the struggle of a black woman. I don't know what it's like. You know what? I walk around and I've seen what certain things are like. I know how I have to, you see, I have to change my voice when I talk on the phone. I have to rearrange my last name and only use the initial of my first name so that I can get certain jobs, right? I have to do certain things that you will never have to do. When you walk
Uh,
into a store, no, forget this blackface shit that you got on your face and the braids. You don't have to do that. The extensions you have on your head, you don't have to wear those. Okay?
I don't have extensions.
Because whichever, you don't have to wear those. You don't have to do any of these things. If I'm walking on the street and you without the fake tan, even with the cornrows, right? I will be a suspect where you might not be a suspect. Now I have a question because my mind needs to get on this straight. You had posted a video and it was song lyrics now, and we played it during that live stream. That's the one I said some people said, they like the beat and whatnot, right? And we discussed you. In the song, you said that you shot up your school, right? Did you shoot your school?
As I told you before, some things I'm saving for my documentary.
Now, this is important because you said in the video, because it's in the video, it's public. You said that you shot up your school and you were facing 55 years in jail. So this is not anything. I'm asking you just to clarify the lyrics to the song. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, the lyrics to every single thing I wrote in that song, every lyric is true.
So you said you shot up your school and you were facing 55 years in jail, right? And that was a school
Details
shoot.
about it will be saved for my documentary.
Well, that was in the lyrics. It said 55 years.
Yeah,
55 jail. Okay, I'm literally just saying the lyrics, right? That was a school shooting. And now the thing is, you said that you got 2 years jail time. And in your own words in the lyrics, you said, I pleaded insanity and pulled it off. Let me tell you something. That ain't black, bruh. No black person has shot up a school, and no black person was facing 55 years and pleaded insanity and pulled it off. Your white skin got you that insanity plea. Your white race got you that insanity plea. Because you see me, if I shoot up a school, I ain't getting no 55 years. I'm not getting off with no 2 years. I'm getting the 55 years. I'm getting called a terrorist. I'm getting plastered all over the news. But this blew my mind. Now you're telling me
you already made an assumption. That is not why I got off because my mom did the judge. My mom knows the judge. That is the only probably reason why I got what I got.
Yo, listen, if my mother knew the judge or my father knew the judge, I'm still going under the jail.
Possibly,
and if it was a dark-skinned brother, he would definitely be going under the jail.
So the fact that
because I know I have privilege as a light-skinned man, I know that I have a certain level of privilege within this society, and that's as a light-skinned man. But compared to your privilege as a white man, I'm never gonna have those privileges. But you don't want to discuss that. But we don't need to discuss that because, ladies and gentlemen, what is known does not need to be told. So we already know. Now, I have a lot of people.
So what in that song I made? What did I say that I was doing? What was I trying to do? Why was I doing that?
You said that you said you wanted to kill white people in the song.
Yep. Okay. I wanted to make sure that you let the fans whatever.
But do you think they like that? Do you think my people listening and be like, oh yeah, he wanted to kill white folks? That's great. Yeah, that's great. But did you want to kill white? You wanted to kill white folks as what? As a black man or as a white man?
Just rid them from the planet.
So you're gonna take yourself out too?
I'm a kamikaze type. What can I say?
You would have to because you're white. Now I have some info. I have some info, right? So my channel is kind of big. So people will get at me and they'll hit me up and they'll say, hey, we know this dude. So you're a rapper, right? And so a brother hit me up and said that you're originally from Alabama and you go to rap ciphers in Atlanta, right?
No.
And I'm just saying, he said Alabama. I'm just saying. He said that you go to rap ciphers in Atlanta and they've checked you about this a couple times. And they said that no matter how much they check you, you don't seem to get it or understand. And apparently they checked you when they had a problem with you calling a black man the N-word. So what's up with that?
I didn't call him an N-word, as you say.
Did you use the N-word?
It's in my vocabulary sometimes.
Why?
Because of my life, what I've been around, I am
It doesn't work that way. I'm gonna cut that. It don't work that way. Listen, it doesn't matter who you've been around, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Bed-Stuy, Marcy Housing Projects, right? We've had, when I was growing up, there weren't too many white folks around. And the white folks that were around were normally Irish, and they were gangster, and they were down, and they understood the struggle. They lived around the culture. They lived around us. They didn't say the N-word. They knew they were not black. They knew they were white. And they had enough respect for us. This new generation shit where you got these young kids saying the N-word, the Asian kids, the white kids, they don't play with us. We don't play that.
Exactly. I feel the same exact way.
So why are you saying it?
Because I am not white.
Yes, you are. You sat there and said that you were Swedish, European American,
but I
Sicilian.
never had a DNA test done, so I don't personally know for a fact. Like I said, that's just what I was
You
told.
never had a DNA test. Okay, well, I wanna show something. I wanna show. I'm gonna get it up on the screen, right? No big deal. But I'll tell you what it was. Because you said you never had a DNA test, right? I can guarantee your DNA test is not. Okay, anyway. Okay. Here's what I want to show you. Okay? All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what you were seeing on the screen is something I took from his Instagram content. You had left a comment. No, someone had left a comment and they said that you're white, and you said you're not white. You said, I'm 1/16th African. My father is 1/8. My legal name, blah, 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 and that's Nigerian. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was told.
That's what you were told. Do you know what percentage 1/16th is?
What, 8%?
6%. It's 6.25. It's 6%. Right? That's nothing.
And doesn't the white man say
no
that all it takes is a drop?
No. That one drop rule, right? No. It don't count for no 6%. Whoever is 1/8 ain't even black. And we don't even class people that are quarter black as black. But you said that.
But you also have to realize that different people in the world have different answers. No, that's the wrong word.
Nobody in the world.
Different reasonings of what it is to be black. You know what I'm saying?
No one in the world.
Because I've come across quite a few different people that have different, views on what it is to be black and what it means to be black.
No one in the world thinks that someone who's 6% Nigerian possibly, right, is black. No one thinks that. No one. Like, this is a fact. Nobody thinks that. Now, you, in that same song, you said that black people were basically nice to you and put you under the wing, right?
Mm-hmm.
That don't make you black. It doesn't make you black. I've been nice to people. That don't make them Jamaican and Puerto Rican.
I hear you.
Right?
Well, it's like I said before. I mean, being called black your whole life, it's going to make you.
You know what? Let me reason with you. Okay? I'm going to reason with you. I'm not even trying to be mean to you, right? Because you're not being rude to me, right? I'm offended. The people in the chat, we got 1,300 people watching. They're offended. Okay? Do you love black people?
Well, yes, and I am sorry that if I do offend people, but it's just crazy to me
that's
how
all I need.
That's
all I need you to say. That's all I need you to say. All right, just wait. If you love black people, you would respect the fact of how we feel when it comes to cultural appropriation, racial and physical modification and appropriation of us, right? We are mocked for our hair, our skin, our lips, our nose. We get killed for.
And that's why I promote.
Just wait. Please let me finish. Please let me finish. We get mocked for these things, right? Now, when people like Martina Big, Wo Vicky, Rachel Dolezal, you should have seen the reaction from black people. We don't like that. We were offended by that. It was disrespectful, right? We are not a costume.
I didn't even know who those people were.
We are not a costume.
I'm not putting on a costume.
You are. I posted that video on Halloween.
Say what?
I actually posted the video of you on Halloween. You were putting on a costume, and it's a mockery. And if you truly did love and respect black people, you wouldn't do these things. If you were a black person, you would actually know why this is offensive. You would know why getting on camera and go, hey, yo, y'all already know what I'm saying, and using the worst stereotypes, the worst character stereotypes. Black men we are not that. Black men are actually kings and need to be exalted in a certain manner and feel that way. We are so sick and tired of the stereotypes and the prejudices that are against us. You were in a car driving with a 40 on your phone, no seatbelt, saying, I'm going to do this and I don't care, and F the police and da 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 da. If a black man did that, he would have got arrested and shot and maybe killed.
Now, first of all, there's no proof that was alcohol in that container.
These were your words. Like, let's see this, that white
So?
people stuff again. When you start going, there was no proof, officer. There's no evidence. You said it in your own words. In your words. Don't give me soaps. Okay.
So you ain't trying to hear me. Like, the whole point of this thing was to spit my truth, but you ain't trying to hear me. You're still kind of trying to grill me. You're poking and prodding like a lawyer, trying to get me to say certain things.
I'm not trying to get you to. I'm not trying to get you to say certain things, right? I'm going based on what you say, and I'm trying to give you some education. And then you cut me off
when I was trying to explain something earlier.
You know what? Here you go. You say what you need to say. Go on. You say what you need to say. Explain what you need to say, and I'll be quiet. All right? I'll be quiet because I can do that. Go ahead.
I don't know, man. It kind of seems kind of pointless right now, but but what you were saying before about offending, was it what it was? About offending. It's just crazy how everywhere I go, no matter what city or state, or country, people, they always want to hear more. They want to know my story. And then after telling them, I could only talk to them for maybe 5 minutes, sometimes 30, 40, 50, whatever, or days. They support me and my movement. But then it's crazy whenever, it must just be what I choose to put out online. I don't know. But then whenever something like over online, people get the total opposite thing. They don't want to hear the story. They get offended. But it's just so crazy how online is this way, but in real life, it's a different way. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know shit about this Instagram and stuff like that. It wasn't until, Jared Benton saw my tattoos, you know what I'm saying? And I started messing with some other people, and they were like, you need to put your story out there, bro. Like, people need to hear your story. You need to start an Instagram page and put some of your stuff out there and let people know. And we need to get this documentary made so everybody can know. So that's what I'm doing. So if I accidentally gave off the wrong image, you know what I'm saying? If I did something, that offended somebody, I am highly disappointed in myself, and I am very sorry from the deepest bottom part, all of my heart. You know what I'm saying? That is not my intention in any way, and everybody that knows me, even for more than 5 minutes, knows that too. That I have nothing but respect, nothing but love, and that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? I was not trying to do nothing. So, like I said, I might, maybe I did do that. I think I might need a manager to help me be not put out the wrong thing, because people get it misconstrued like you did when you came across my profile. Like, you got a whole bunch of things twisted, especially of that king picture. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else made that picture for me like 10 years ago, because I was trying to be big into the rap like 10 years ago. So they made that picture with me being king of the music scene, and those 4 guards of mine, they're my favorite rappers. And I was trying to start a new genre of music going into mainstream. So that's why we were the king of the music. And that wasn't even the whole picture. The whole picture was a bunch of women and fans trying to get to me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, they can't stop us. We're unstoppable with this thing. I do not think I'm king of the world. I do not want to be king of the world. That is some stupid shit. The black woman should be king, even though queen of the world. The black woman should be a ruler. Everybody on this planet should bow down and kiss the feet of the black woman. We all came from her. She needs to be praised. That's why I have it on my car. The black woman is God. That's why I have a pair of shorts that has a black woman sitting on top of a pedestal. Black women need to be worshipped. Black women need to be given everything. We should be doing that. They should be the leaders of the household. We should be going out and getting everything for them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, people get this, you accidentally got it twisted. And I didn't want that to happen. I am not trying to be king of the world. That picture got, and I'm glad that you brought that to my attention. I didn't know that picture had people thinking the wrong thing. So I'm thankful that you did that to me. But now I had the chance to tell you, like, yo, bro, no, it's not like that. It's not like that. And what was something else that you said?
I want to address something. Can I address something?
Yeah.
You said you need a manager.
I said I possibly might need one, because obviously people are getting the wrong idea.
If you need a manager, what? Is this is a profession? This is to make money?
No,
Because
like
a
I
manager needs
said
to be
those
paid,
people
right?
before. Me, I need to put stuff out there and put my story out there. And I do want to tell my story because I do get tired of telling people my story because it's such a long
But
ass story.
a
You know,
manager,
I
a
want to make it
manager, a manager requires payment, right? They take a percentage. A manager ain't gonna do nothing for free. So you have to make money from this, right? I'm
Well,
asking it.
I would hope to think that I can find a manager to do it for love because I mean
So
money is a stupid
you think
aspect.
somebody is gonna give you all their time for free, and you think money? You
I
said money is
I
a
give my
stupid
life for my
aspect.
messages.
You said money is a stupid aspect, but when you hit me up on Instagram, right? When you hit me up on Instagram, you reached out to me, and I saw the messages. I went, oh snap, okay, hit me up. I said, you said that you felt I took everything out of context. You said that you'd like it if I'd have sat down with you. I said, well, I don't really have a reason to sit down with you, but if you want to, come on here and talk to the people and say what it is, I have no problem with that. And you said you need to go speak to some people. You came back to me and you mentioned money. You said
I
that
don't no, that's taking my
let
words out
me
of context.
I
That's not what I said.
haven't finished. Let
That's
me
not what
finish.
I
I have
said.
not
I
finished.
said one of my
You don't need to
homeboys
speak.
said that you.
Okay. All right. You don't need to speak over me. As I
That's
said,
why I stopped. I stopped, didn't
no,
I?
okay. I said you mentioned money, and in the message you said that people were split over whether you should speak to me on here or not. And then you said that one of your people said that I should pay you. Now, sometimes people say things and they say, yo, somebody said that, you should pay me. I mean, I ain't saying that, but it's kind of like reverse psychology. It was like for you to say, for me to go, oh, is that what you want? You want to pay? Oh, I could pay you. So I knew that you
Okay,
would
I
then
get what you're saying. I
you
get
were
what you're saying,
alluding to
but it wasn't
money.
like that.
And I told you categorically, I said, I ain't paying you. Right.
And I
So
was like, well, I don't care. But no, I see what you're saying. I didn't think of it that way. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it wasn't like that. That's literally what old dude said.
pro black means putting black people above everything.
Yes.
That means putting black people above you. You, the man that I'm looking at right now. Now, if you went to a job, right? If you were truly pro black, because you'd want, everything for black people, you would have to go to the manager that in the interview and say, don't even give me the job. Give the job to this black man or this black woman. If you were
Yeah.
truly pro black, you would understand everything I'm saying. It wouldn't go over your head. It wouldn't be an argument.
I do understand what you're saying. No, my argument is that you're portraying me as something that I'm not.
I'm pretending you as, bro, you are a walking, talking blackface.
I'm not blackface, bro.
You're not black, that's correct, but you are a walking,
I
talking
said I'm not
blackface.
blackface.
I know what you said. I'm just putting it out there. You're not black. I need to let
Okay,
you.
well that's
All
cool.
right,
If you want to say and
let
think
me.
that,
Do you know? You said in the messages that you wanted to talk about Martina Big. You
yeah,
mentioned.
I was saying, yeah, I freaking hate that. I'm trying. You asked me
Yeah, you don't. Please don't
not to
curse.
curse.
Yeah.
No, you told me not to. So I hate that woman. Now I didn't know at first, the full story, but still, I don't like how she's taking the injection and saying like, "Oh, I'm black now." You know what I'm saying? That kind of offended me. And then she goes to move to Africa. Whatever. Let that woman chase her dreams. But the fact that she said that she's black now because she took the injections is what's offensive. You know what I'm saying? I am not taking the injections saying, hey, I'm black now. Woo! That's not what I'm doing. I just wanted to see what it would look like if I actually had a tan for the first time in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of looking like a piece of sheet of paper. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to know what
So
it would
what?
look like to be a
So
little
what's the
darker. And no
difference?
one,
So what's the
huh?
difference between you and her? Because she took the injections, you took the injections. She got braids and a fake afro. You got braids. Like what? What's the difference?
Well, I've been having the braids ever since I was like 13 years old.
She took on an African name. You took on an African name. Don't say the African name. You took it on. All right. So there's no real difference. What's the difference between you and Rachel Dolezal? Because Rachel Dolezal says
She
that,
don't know nothing about the black community, but
and you do.
she's doing it because she just wants to. Uh, I guess yeah, she wants to have dark skin. I can't speak exactly because I only watched like one interview with her, but I think she said something like she just wants to have dark skin, but she don't know nothing about the being black. She hasn't gone through any black struggles that I know of.
What have you
Nothing
gone?
like
What black struggles have you gone through?
Bro, I've been through so much racism. Why do you think I did what I did when I was younger? I got tired of all the freaking KKK and the rednecks and racist people, calling me this, calling me that,
What did
saying
they
they're gonna
call
hang
you?
me with my coons, beating me up, drawing rebel flags all
Okay,
everywhere. You
calm
know what I'm
down.
saying? And speak that
Calm
this is
down.
me and to
Cause
all
calm down,
other
cause we
people.
can't hear you. Calm down, cause we can't hear you. Like if you just start going off on a tangent, we can't hear you. When the KK, you said the KKK beat you up, right?
Every single white person in town just about was redneck, racist, KKK, or whatever. That's all
Okay.
there was in the town. There's white and black. There's no mix, no Mexican, no Chinese, no nothing. It's white and black. And then all the white people, they treated me and all my people so bad. You know what I'm saying? And I got tired of it. And I wanted to stand up for everyone. So I was trying to take out everyone. I'm like, enough of these freaking KBs.
Okay. Can I say something? Can I? All right. What it seems to me is you had black friends, and those black friends were victims of racism, right?
I
And
was a victim of
let me
racism
fit.
too.
No, no, you weren't, because you're white. All right, you weren't a victim of racism from other white people. I'm gonna. You have black friends. They were victims of racism, and you did not like it, and you felt that that was disrespectful because they were your friends. So you stood up for them, and because you stood up for them, those same white people who happen to be racist turned on you and started to take things out on you. Also, is that a safe assessment?
Not exactly, no.
Not exactly. Okay.
I was halfway listening. I'm sorry. That's why I said not exactly.
Oh, you were halfway listening.
Yeah, I got a text that I was someone asked me to ask you something, but I'm not going to do that because I'm respectful.
Okay. So you're not a victim of racism just because people have called you names or because people beat you up, right? When especially when they're
It,
when
it,
they're
it
the
goes
same
it
group of
goes
people.
more into it than that, But
I don't think you're right in
that
the head.
that saying that plus a whole life of everything. You know what I'm saying? I experienced a lot of stuff too. I might not know exactly
Answer
100%
this
what
for
it's
me. Answer
like.
the, answer this for me. Sorry, answer this for me. Reparations. You know what reparations are, right?
Getting money back.
All right. So reparations, um, loads of different groups have had reparations. Jews, Japanese. Jew is not a race, but they were Ashkenazi Jews, so European Jews, so white Jews that receive reparations from multiple groups. Black people globally, African people globally, have asked for reparations, whether it be from Great Britain, France, America, Belgium, also as it pertains to Congolese people, Jamaicans, African Americans, Haitian, all of these things, loads of different countries, right? And even the Dutch, they've asked for reparations from the Dutch, and they've been pretty much refused and rejected for reparations. Now, here's a scenario: if, say, for example, the governments, all these different governments, decided to pay out reparations to people of the African diaspora, so people of African descent and African people, do you think that you would be entitled to reparations?
I'm pausing because I'm not quite sure how to answer that, but I don't want it even if I was to get it. I don't want it. But
Okay,
then if they
but the question was, do you think you? I don't care if you want it or don't want it. The question is, do you think you would be entitled to it?
okay, repeat the question then. So
All
I
right,
was I was I was looking at it a different way.
all right. If they were offering reparations, now reparations might not necessarily come in the form of financial reparations. It could come in any type of way. It's wherever they would give back to black people, African people, right? It's not
Mhm.
necessarily financial. Okay, it could be scholarships, it could be homes, it could be anything. It could be wiping out debts, anything. It could be anything, right? If they were offering people of African descent globally reparations, do you think you would be entitled to reparations?
Entitled? I don't know.
You don't know if you'd be entitled to reparations.
The
You said that you're black. You said everyone tells you you're black. You feel that you're black. You're saying you are black. If they were giving reparations to African people globally, would you be in that list? Would you also receive these reparations?
possibly I have no idea.
No, you wouldn't. Because genetically, you're European. You're of the
So okay,
Caucasoid
okay,
race.
all right. Enough of that part. Let me go on to ask you something else. Um, what is okay? All right. So it's crazy how my whole life, like I said, everybody calls
I
me black, even if
I
not at
don't know
first.
who told you
Eventually,
this. Okay, I don't know
but
who
why?
told
No, wait, hold on. It's simple, quick question.
Aaron, I don't know who told you this.
This, listen, man.
I don't know who told you this, but listen, I'm gonna say something to you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You are not black. You are definitely a white man. Even now, with the braids and the tan that you have, you literally just look like a man that went to the Dominican Republic, got a really good tan, and on the beach got some braids. You still look like a white man. You know why? Because you are a white man. You're not white passing. You're not biracial. You're not even a quarter black. Hell, you ain't even an eighth black. And this is from your own words. You are a white man, and you have offended us. And this is the reason why I refuse to give you any promotion, to say your name, to say any of these things. You know why? Because the way that I look at it is you are doing this for clout. You are doing this to mock black people, and we are feeling mocked. You're not listening to us. This is one of the biggest problems that we have with white people is they don't listen to us. Listen to what we are saying. Forget the victimization, because all I've heard is, that's all I've heard. All of the I'm innocent, I feel like I'm going to cry. They did this to me, they did that to me. We don't care. We've heard it from Rachel Dolezal. We heard it from Martina Big. We've heard it from so many different people. We are not fooled by it. The only reason I did this, right, I even agreed to do this and said, okay, I have no problem doing this, is I wanted the people to see what was going on. And I actually hoped that maybe you could listen to me and see what people are saying and maybe
I'm
take it
trying to
in a
listen to you,
different
but
way.
you were just singling me.
Do you know what I want you to do? Stop taking the injections and just be
Who says
you.
I haven't already stopped?
Have you stopped
Who
taking the
says I was going to do
injections?
them forever?
Have you stopped? So this was just a trend for you. It was
No,
just a
it's not a
passing
trend.
phase.
It's funny how you can answer or say everything you want to, but when I try to ask questions and shit like that, you
You can ask a
stop me
question.
and
You
go
can
off.
ask a question.
I tried to just a couple minutes ago and you wouldn't let me.
Go ask me a question. I ain't got a problem. Speak up, boy. Ask a question.
I mean, I already know what you're doing, and it's pretty clear. But I don't give a crap. Now, I wanted to ask you. So, what's the big deal? That might be the wrong way to word it, but what is the all right? If everybody calls my whole life, calls me black, even if they don't say it at first, they eventually do say it. Why is it now all of a sudden just because everybody's been saying it? Now that I vocally say it, now it's different.
Okay. There are some black people that don't fit the so-called stereotypes of what it is to be black. They might not speak in a particular way, right? Now, there's no such thing as talking black, and there's really no such thing as acting black, right? But sometimes some people will say, "Oh, you speak white," if someone speaks correctly, or if they don't listen to hip hop or R&B or reggae, they'll say, "Oh, if they listen to rock," even though rock is a black art form, but different things like that, and they'll say, "Oh, you're white." I've known black people that have been told they've been called white all their life. They might have, as a joke, might have been called the white girl, the white boy, but they know they're not white. And they've been told that they're white all their life. It may have been as a joke. I honestly feel that when people said to you, you were black, they didn't mean it. They were saying in the way that you act, in the extreme stereotypes and the things that you do, they may have said that. When you say that people were telling you that you were black, and now it's a problem when you say it, you should have realized it's not real. You are not black. Now,
Now, I
go
mean,
ahead.
you say that everybody's feel mocked, that I'm mocking black people, but not everybody feels that way. The only people that feel that way are the people that don't know me or know anything about me. And you portraying this negative image of me and purposely leaving out, good things is crazy because you
I'm not the
made
one. I'm
you
not the
made them
one.
think
I'm not
this
the
way.
one portraying the negative image. It's you. You're the one portraying
Well,
this
I'm not
image.
making a
I'm
mockery. No one.
highlighting. I am highlighting what you are putting out there and what you were portraying. You can't tell me that I'm portraying it. I'm not the one in the videos. I'm not the one doing these things. I'm not the one saying kill white people. I'm not the one saying all of this negative foolishness. Right? That's not me. That's you. You can't get mad at me for what you put out there. And you even said that you were like, "Oh, maybe I need a manager, this, that, and the third." That's because none of this
So
is
people
real.
don't get it misconstrued, which seems to be what's happening.
No, we're not getting it misconstrued. Now you're saying that. Now I saw you had posted. I know it was for my benefit. You had posted some stories of screenshots on your Instagram. People saying that they're not really bothered about it. They know that it's not. You don't mean it in a negative or whatever. Those are your friends, right? Those are your people. All right. When you're saying the people that don't know you,
Mm.
we are the people watching. These 1,600 people watching right now who are offended by this and don't like this, they are the people that matter. Believe it or not. And you might be like, no, they're not. My friends are. Your friends are going to rock with you whatever you do. Some people are going to be yes men. We're not yes men. We're literally here to tell you the truth. These people are telling you, no, it don't make it any better or any different. You are no different to Rachel or Martino or that Woe Vicky girl who said that it was a joke, right? It's no real different. Trust me on this. You said that you stopped taking the tannin injections. Why did you stop taking them?
I didn't say I stopped. I said I didn't say that I was continuing taking them or something like that.
Oh, so
I
you
didn't give an exact answer, but I danced around the answer.
you
But
danced around.
I haven't been really taking them lately. I actually right before you actually made that video, I had already slowed down and been skipping a lot of days.
Okay. All right. What what is your goal? What's your future with this?
When you say this, what do you mean?
Everything. Like you've obviously started off a platform, which you know I'm not giving you no promotion for that because I told you, right? And you have a platform.
I wanted to tell my story.
You want to tell your story, right? And you want to create a documentary about how you see. I don't want to say what your documentary is, but essentially, for example, your
Documentary about my life.
yeah, your document is about your life. It's about a white child, right? Who's ginger, a redhead, who burnt in the sun, was lived around black people, liked black music, liked black culture, defended black people, got beaten up for defending black people, felt that he became, in essence, an honorary black man, felt that you were black because everyone said that you were black, decided that that is who you are to present day. Essentially, now, that's how it looks to me. Now, you might say that that's not the story or that's not how it's going to go. Is that
You're
kind of how
leaving
it's
out a whole big bunch of stuff.
Well, I don't know you. So, of course, I'm going to leave out. I don't know when you lost your
There you go. You
virginity,
just
when
said
you
you
did
don't
this,
know
when you
me,
did
and yet
that.
you're making all these
I
assumptions.
know you shot up a school when you were a kid and we're looking at 55 years and only got 2 years on an insanity plea, which I don't know no black person that can get that. Would you admit, all right, answer me this. Do you believe that you have white privilege?
Not really, no.
You don't think you have white privilege?
Not really.
So never in your life, when you don't have the tanning injections and you don't have the braids, you might just have your hair out or whatever, right? Never in your life have you never seen your white privilege. You must see the difference between how you were treated and your black friends are treated.
The same. I think,
You think that you're treated the same as black people.
no. You said. All right, repeat your question. I thought you said something else. Repeat your question.
What did you think I said?
How I got treated in the past was this. I thought you said it was that did I get treated in the past the same as my black friends?
I said, do you think in the past, before the injections and before whatever, that you were treated the exact same as your black
Okay,
friends?
I get what you're saying.
Like by
I
police
get.
and other
I
white
thought you were
people?
talking about like. Okay. Um. I mean, people get treated differently in different areas.
Right. You're going to be treated differently as a white man by police than you are going to be treated, than your friends are going to be treated. And that is because they see what they see, right? Now, let's say hypothetically, let's have a hypothetical situation. Let's say that you are half black. Let's say your mom's black, your dad's white, but you just kind of like look white, right? Because that happens. There's a rapper called Logic. I'm sure you've heard of him. He's biracial, got a black dad, a white mom, but he looks kind of white. However, the police will treat him the way they see him, right? So if they see a white man, they're going to treat him like a white man, right? So when the police see you, they're going to see a white man, right? That's what they would see. And I'm not talking about right now, but even now, you don't look like a black man, all right? You don't. But they're going to see a white man, so they're
I'm
going
not
to treat.
trying to look like.
You're not trying to look like a black man, so what are you trying to look like?
I'm just expressing myself.
You're just express. Here's the thing. Like, you can actually do what you want. That's the reality. Like, that nothing anybody says can stop you doing what you're doing. No
What
one
you're doing to me is pushing me further to go harder with my messages.
pushing you further. Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice. However, that's how I know you're not listening. Because you
I am
see,
listening.
you're not.
Just like you said that, a lot of light skinned people have a lot of hard time dealing with acceptance. They're always having to prove themselves, and they're saying that, prove that, some people saying that they're not black enough and stuff like that. You said that I had white privilege and I didn't have to go through that, and I'm just automatically accept. No, what is this right here? This is the same crap that you was talking about. I always have to
How?
prove myself. I go through that
Okay. All
same
right.
exact
All right.
struggle as
You
you,
don't
bro.
have to prove. But here's the thing. All right. When you have a
I
black,
can't just wake up tomorrow and just be like, "Hey, I want to be white today." That can't
well, you
happen.
can. You can. You just stop taking the injections. If and you stop going in the sun. You stop tanning because you have to tan in order to do it, right? And guess what? It stops. You are back to who you actually are. However, black people can't just do that. Like, all right, if we use me as an example, we don't have you. If you have somebody who is light skinned, right, but they're black. Let's say both. My mother is biracial. She's a biracial Puerto Rican. She's half black, half Native American, but she's fully Puerto Rican. My father is a black Jamaican. I'm light skinned. I look mixed. I am what is referred to as a biracial passing because most people think I'm half black, half white, whatever, but I'm not. So no matter of how people see me, they never see me as white. They've never seen me as white, and no one will ever see me as white. Now, some black people say, you're not black, you're mixed. The battle really isn't about whether being white or not. For me, the battle is whether people see me as mixed or black. That's it. But whatever battle is, that I'm always non-white. That's what I always will be, right? And there are black people that have two black parents who are very light skinned and might look mixed. And they have a similar battle. People, oh, you're not black enough, you ain't dark enough. But they're always still black. All right. So for you to compare that, it's not the same. I'm not telling you you're not accepted because you're light skinned or you're not dark enough or you're not this or your features or whatever. I'm telling you you're not black because you're not black. Like, I'm not being horrible. That's the funny thing. I'm not being horrible to you. I'm not being mean to you. I'm not picking
So
on you.
this whole purpose of this is just to try to say that I'm not black. It's like you don't saying anything about anything that
You said right that you wanted to correct my lies. You said that everything I said was a lie, apart from that you were invited to the cookout. And I said to you, you can attempt to do that. The word was attempt, okay? Because you really can't do that. Because I didn't lie. I saw what I saw and I spoke on what I saw, and I've seen it enough. The reverse
you
psychology.
did lie about each and everything, and I'm
Tell me what
trying
I
to
tell me what
tell
I
you.
okay.
I
You know
already
what?
told you about the
Tell
one
me what I
a
lied
couple of
about.
things.
Tell me what I lied about.
Each and everything that you said. I
That's a
mean,
big statement. Tell me what I lied about.
you said something about that I was a result of the chain effect with Rachel and crap. I don't even know who that woman was until a couple years ago. You know
I
what I'm saying?
said,
I'm not a result of a chain
okay,
reaction.
I didn't say that. I said this is the Rachel Dolezal effect, right? I didn't say that you had to know her. Listen to what I say. Two ears and one mouth, right? Listen to what I said. I said this transracial white people feeling that they're black is part of the Rachel Dolezal effect, which it is. Ever since Rachel Dolezal came out, a lot of people started to
It's
come out.
implied. It's
It's
implied
not
that I
implied.
am a result of that,
Remember,
but I am not a
Rachel
result of
Dolezal,
that. I had no
she
idea
hid.
that was even happening.
Okay, Rachel Dolezal hid in anonymity until somebody exposed her. She was doing her thing for decades, right? Pretending to be a biracial woman.
But forget about that. What is wrong with her doing good for our people?
Nothing. I don't know about our people because I'm not white, so I don't know about that. But
Well, they're not white people aren't my people either.
they are your mama, your daddy, your grandmother.
All right,
The
let's get away
delusion
from
is
that and
real.
focus. You
Okay,
wanted to knock it off
you
subject,
said what's
you know.
wrong? You said what's wrong with Rachel Dolezal doing good for black people, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, she's doing more damage than good because she made the fake racial attack accusation, and black people, they don't believe us when we talk about our problems and our struggles. So when you get this white woman in blackface who lies about an attack and racial slurs and it's like it's more of a reason to
Like I said,
not.
I didn't know anything about Rachel. I didn't. I
You
don't know
did
the
say
full
Rachel. You
story.
said, yeah, you did say what's wrong with her doing that. You
I
have to
thought
you
I'm
have
just
to
saying what I
listen.
heard. I just
You
heard that
have
she was doing a lot of good things, and then she got called out.
okay.
So my bad if
You
I
have
had
you have to
bad
listen.
information.
You have to listen more though. You have to listen more. She could have done more for the black community, right? As a bystander, as a white woman that spoke to white people. If she spoke directly to white people and said, "What this is wrong, this is this, don't do this," white people would have paid attention to her. Instead, she has taken the whole movement, the whole black movement, all of the movements that are out there, and made a mockery of it. And people laugh now. They laugh at everything. We as black people, it's almost like we became a joke because of her actions. That's why when she says she was trying to help black people and she's doing this for black people, this was about her. This was about her having a white savior complex. She wanted black people to worship her and praise her. There were people that said that she only loved black men but didn't love black women,
That's crazy.
and that she would
I did
verbally
not know
attack
that. Thank
black
you for
women.
schooling me.
So whatever you do, because you said what I said was a lie, things that I said are lies. What I say, I never lie. When I speak on these things, I speak on what I can see. I speak on what
But
I
you
can
made your
see.
assumptions. The assumptions were not true
Tell me what
about me.
assumptions. Tell me my assumptions. Tell me more about my
I've
assumptions.
already mentioned a few of them. You know what I'm saying? Just like that one. You insinuated that I'm a result of that because ever since her, all these others like popped up or whatever. So you were insinuating that I was one of those others. You know?
But you believe you're black. You believe you're black even though you're white. This is the Rachel Dolezal effect. It doesn't mean that you had to see her and you couldn't not know who Rachel Dolezal is. She was all over the news. Everyone knew
I
about her.
don't pay attention to the media. That's you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to make black people worship me. I do not want black people to worship me. Like you're just
There
and
are
then another
opportunities. There are opportunities that should be specific to black people, right? Like someone said in chat, Rachel Dolezal stole opportunities that were for black people. Are you gonna steal opportunities that are for black people?
do you really think I would? I mean, like that the fact that you had to ask me that shows that you know absolutely nothing about me and what I'm trying to do and all the stuff that I'm about.
But you said
That's
you're.
what I'm
But
trying to
the
say.
reason
Like
I
you are
had to
making me
ask,
out to be
the
this
reason I
person
had to ask,
that is detrimental when all I'm trying to do is fight. You know what I'm saying? All
fight
I'm
for
trying to
what?
do is promote love. You know what I'm saying? All I'm trying to do is do good for us. You know what I'm saying? F the KB. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but you are that person. You
It's
are the
like, okay,
very person.
hold on. Listen to this. I got a metaphor for you. It's like sometimes I feel like some people don't know what it's like to go to war. You know what I'm saying? If tribe A goes to war with tribe B, you know what I'm saying? There might be tribe C over here be like, hey, I don't like tribe B either. I'm gonna join forces with A and take over B. And then there might even be some people in B that's like, you know what, I don't like B either. You know what I'm saying? I really think the way that tribe A is doing things is better. So you know what, I'm gonna help tribe A fight and defeat tribe B. So, you know what I'm
Your
saying? If you
word,
get
but
somebody, you know what I'm saying? If you're at war, you know what I'm saying? It's about freaking doing what you need to do. And I am trying to fight for us. You know what I'm saying? I am trying to.
you're asking a black man if he knows what it's like to be at war. When black people are at war every single day, black people are at war with white supremacy, black people are at war with the governments, black people are at war with other black people every single day. Black people are at war with theft, people stealing from them, plagiarizing their work, appropriating their culture globally. So to
So
ask you,
what did you think of my
when you say
lyrics
to
to
me,
the change
just
song?
please wait. When you said to me and you gave this metaphor of tribe A, B, C, and D, you know, not this, that, you said something, an operative word. You said help. If tribe A feels that tribe B is better and doing things better, and they don't agree with how tribe A is dealing with the war, and they go over to help tribe B, the word was help. They go to help, right? What you are doing is not helping. This is not helping. It doesn't help. I honestly feel that you need to sit down with a therapist and you need to address some issues that you have. Clearly, And I'm not gonna. I can't take anything away from you. That would be horrible of me to take anything away from you. Clearly, you've experienced some things when you were a child and when you were a young man. How old are you?
33.
You're my age. Okay, so clearly you've experienced some things, and the things that you have experienced have molded your view of life, and in some cases tainted your view of life and your own perception. I honestly believe that you might have, body dysmorphia. And that's a major thing for me to say. Instead of me saying attacking you and saying you're this, you're that, and you're a liar, you're a fraud, I think you have body dysmorphia. And I think that you might need to sit down with a psychiatrist and a psychologist and talk to them and explain exactly where this, because there's clearly root causes. All right, clearly root causes into
The white
why.
man's the devil, and we need to rid them from the planet. That's the cause of all the freaking wrongness in this
All
world.
right, I'm
So
okay. All right, I'm gonna let you go now. We're gonna end this here. This isn't fruitful at all.
because you're trying to make a fool out of me,
How
bro,
you doing that yourself?
instead of like,
You're doing that yourself. Okay, I'm not trying to make a fool out of you at all. Okay,
how you
what
coming at me, everything, like this
do
whole
you know
thing
what you
was,
just did just now? You know what you just did just now? Let me explain what you just did. Hey, yo, the white man, the devil, my brother, because the true color of milk was actually the brown and chocolate, and now we got to buy syrup off for the government to bring it back to its original state. Fotep, my brother. That's basically what you just came with. And that is a mockery and a disrespect to anybody that is a black intellectual, an
so
activist, and part of the conscious community. We don't talk like that. We don't go around, the white man, the
I
devil.
didn't say I didn't say you was. What's wrong with me having my view of how I think the world should be?
You you know what? You're not an idiot. And as much as you try to act clueless sometimes, when I ask you like, what is your mom, what's your dad, what's race, and you go, I see them as human, that's a very white people thing. You see, black people don't say we're human. We know we're black. White people say that somebody is human or it's the human race when they want to dismiss black struggle, and they want to be like, how can I be racist if we're all one race, the human race? Or like when they say that they don't see color and things like that. That's real white. That's very white of you. As much as you think you're black and you try to be black and try to act black and have black, they're not even black mannerisms, so that's foolishness for me to say. Your talking points, believe it or not, are incredibly white. Your talking points are very white. Are you aware of that?
Uh, my talking points.
Your talking points are white. Everything what you portray, and that's your portrayal of what you feel a black man is, right?
No,
It
see that? No, 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 no. I'm not portraying what I feel black man is or whatever you just said.
well, you are.
I all I want to do is just be me, and for some reason, you think me being me is
I
something
I actually want you to
way
be
out in
you.
left field.
I want you to be you. I really want you to be you. I want you to be you, the person that you are inside. I want you to be that person, right? And like, listen to me carefully. It doesn't bother me how much tanning injections
Oh,
you put in your body. It doesn't matter to me how much you tan or how dark you get. That's all you. That's you, right? Right? That's you. It doesn't matter to me the braids that you put in, whatever. That's fine. The issue that we have is when you say that you're black, knowing that you're white. Okay, you are white. And if you don't know you're white, and you can lie to me 100 million times and say that you're, or maybe you believe it, maybe you truly believe it, maybe you believe it so much, right, that as far as you're concerned, you are black. But here we are to tell you the truth. You're not. If you want to help black people, take off the costume. Be you.
there you go again.
Be you. You're not listening. Be you. Okay. Speak to white people. Right? White people are not going to take you seriously if you're here talking about kill the white man and the white man's the devil and all of that stuff, right? Do you do you like Malcolm X? You know who Malcolm X is?
Yes.
Malcolm a white
He. Why didn't you show my bushes? I got Malcolm X in my front yard.
That's nice. Okay. Malcolm X, a white girl went up to Malcolm X one time and she said, "Excuse me, Mr. X, what can a white person do who is against white supremacy and wants to help end racism, etc., etc.?" And he looked at her and said, "Nothing." Okay. His point was that you can't help black people. right? We have this battle that we have to fight because it's an internal battle, also an external battle. That's what we have to do. We have to handle that ourselves. And as a white person, the best thing that she can do is talk to white supremacy, talk to other white people, and tell them what they're doing and tell them to listen to black people. Now, you think that I'm over talking you, and I might be, right? And you think that I'm not listening, but you're actually not listening to me, right? You're not. And I want you to listen to me. We don't need a white
If you
savior.
wanted me to listen to you, then why did you set this up for me to be in front of a live audience of your peers and make a fool of me?
No, this was what you wanted. So I
You,
was willing
no,
to give
no,
you
I
what you
wanted
wanted.
to sit down and talk with you, and you said that this was the only way it would happen.
Yeah, because I have no reason to talk to you on a personal level. I am not your friend.
And you
We're
keep
not about to
saying
have
costume. You keep telling me to take off this costume. You keep telling me this the stop with this caricature or whatever. But what do you want me to do? You want me to literally grab a knife and rip off my skin? What do you want me to do? I don't understand. I'm
you're being a
being me.
victim. You're being a victim.
I'm
Okay.
being me.
All
But no,
right.
I'm saying
You're
I'm
being a
being me.
vic.
But you're telling me to
Goodbye.
stop wearing a
Goodbye.
costume.
Goodbye, Aaron. Goodbye. All right. He's trying to be a victim. What do you want me to do? You want me to rip off my skin? You want me to rip off my skin? He's being a victim. You want me to rip off my skin? Is that what you want me to do? You want me to rip off my skin? You want me to You're telling me? You're telling Okay. Okay. That's over. We don't need any more. We don't need any more. Anymore. Like I had to. That I just like I'm not about to have the victim mentality. Like that victim mentality is ridiculous to me, right? It just ends up being ridiculous. I'm sorry, guys. Couldn't do it anymore. Could not do it anymore. All right? I couldn't do it anymore. All right. So there was some things that I wanted to show you guys that came from his from yeah. It's so ridiculous, right? You know, I don't even need to show you anymore. It is what it is. Literally is what it is. If you guys have not thumbs up the live stream, make sure you thumbs up the live stream. All right, make sure you thumbs up the live stream, and make sure you like. Of course, this video is staying up, and thanks for the love. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure that you subscribe. I apologize for the really bad connection. It had nothing to do with me. He had really bad service. I want to thank Dorothy Jones. She was kind enough to send a donation. That was a lot of love. You guys can see at the bottom of the screen, scrolling across is an Instagram, my Instagram handle, Twitter, my Facebook, and I think there's a PayPal there. Somebody needs to pay me. Cause he was really like that I should pay him. He said he tried to drop it like, oh, my friend said, you know, that you should pay me. And I saw what was going on. I'm not stupid. You know, when you just know, you know, when somebody is trying to elude and try to imply and say, oh, wait, you want me to pay you? But you should have paid me for this. But I kept it 100%. And I told him, I said, I am not about to promote you or no one is going to know who you are. When they find you for you, right? They find you for you. But we're not going to play. We're not going to pretend. The link to the previous video I made is in the description. And I'm not going to sit here and listen to somebody act like a victim when the caucasity was just so real with this. So real. But black people, here's what you need to do, black people. Stop, black people, okay? Because he said something that was real. What he did turn around, he said that so many black people told him that he was black. And, you know, he had a black soul and he was black in a past life. He said that he was black in a past life. I was like, this is some ridiculousness. Black people, stop telling these white folks that like to rap or speak in Ebonics that they are black, because they are not. Stop telling them that they have a black soul, because this is what you are causing. You listen to what he said and you listen to what I said. And you're seeing this on the screen. Now, like I said, I apologize for the bad connection. That had nothing to do with me. He wasn't on Wi-Fi. You know, yes. Every time he was saying stuff, like when he said to me he wasn't wearing extensions, but yeah, I could see the knot at the top. braid. I could literally see the knot in the top of the braid. I was like, okay, you're not wearing extensions. You can even see them in this picture here, where black people, we know hair. Ladies, you can see the knot right here, the knot here. You can see the knots, right? And that's why I was like, that's nice, because I'm not about to argue with somebody. I don't care to argue. I even have no problem with sharing the messages that was sent on Instagram at that point. I don't really see a point, but I kept it really professional. I wasn't about to beg for anybody, and I told him, I said, I really don't care if this happens or not. I don't. This doesn't bother me. I said, if you want to come to 175,000 subscriber channel and watch and pay attention and have a look and speak to people, you can. There wasn't, and I'm going to keep it 100 with you, there wasn't really much of a story for us to listen to because we have eyes, we can see. So when people say you're not really letting him talk, sometimes you don't need to let people talk. Sometimes you just know something is a lie. There's no point, right? There's no point. There's really no point at all. So I just want to recap that. He said he's making a documentary. He wants a manager to help him, because sometimes he might say the wrong thing. So he basically wants somebody to refine his message and tell him what to say, a PR person. That's basically, but he's claiming he wants them to do it for free. He said that he doesn't believe in money, but he tries to buy black people. He tries to. He said that in one of his videos, actually, he said that every time he sees a black person in the grocery store, if their groceries are less than $40, he'll pay for them. But yet you don't believe in money. So how are you paying for that? On what? Taxpayer money? Are you on the dole? Maybe he's not. Maybe he has a job. Maybe he makes money from music. But regardless, how can you say you don't believe in money when you're paying for people's groceries? When he turned around and was like, whenever he sees a black cashier or at the checkout, he will always go to the black person out the way, even if there's 20 people. And I'm sitting there like, if I was that guy at the checkout and I got 20 people in my queue and you come to me and not the white guy that has no one in the queue, I'm going to be irritated. Like, you're giving me mad work. He said that he was facing 55 years in prison for shooting his school. But because his mother knew the judge gave him 2 years on an insanity plea. That ain't black. I ain't never seen no black people do that or get away with that. That's white. Yo, if that's not white privilege, I don't know what is. Please tell me. I don't know what is. And he's like, oh, he's saving the full story for his documentary. There's nothing more to say. There's nothing more to say. His mommy knows the judge. Do you know what? You guys can listen to this live stream. I'll leave it up and you can decide what you think of it and leave your comments in the comment section. I have no idea what you guys were saying in the chat. The chat was moving too fast. I had to put the slow mode on. I really appreciate you guys for being here. We had a great turnout. A lot of people here. Sometimes speaking to crazy is ridiculous, right? I don't know. I don't know if he is mentally unstable. I don't know if he's just genuinely disingenuous, just a liar, But you blatantly heard he said a lot of lies about racism. He tried to claim that he's also a victim of racism. You can't be a victim of racism from your own group of people. That whole "we are one, the human race" talk, that's not black. All right? Anyway. Guess what? Peace, love, and coconut oil. Hey man, that's racist. Please remember that from now on, brand new, never before seen videos, as well as live streams, will only be available on my website, ikyg.com, via a Patreon subscription. ikyg.com is a Black-owned, Black-ran platform, 100% free from censorship. It's the only place where we don't have to worry about what we say and expressing ourselves. Make sure you check out the description and the comment section for important links, as well as information in video form that shows you what benefits you get when you support the site and join my Patreon. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, then don't forget to subscribe and be notified every time I upload a video. For exclusive content and perks, check out my Patreon. This is where we have private live streams, group chats, live Q&As, live phone calls, and open topics. This is a safe space where you can interact with other like-minded people, make friends, send each other direct private messages, and so much more without any trolls. And yes, you get to use GIFs and images in the live chats. So what are you waiting for? This is a completely independent website, free from censorship. If you'd like to make a donation towards the site so we can continue to put out the truth without fear of being silenced, then please hit that donation button. It's greatly appreciated. Check out the rest of the site for videos, private and public live streams, find out all the tea, and make sure to utilize the Black Money section of the website. Advertise your business absolutely free to people that look like you, free forever. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at angel_IKYG.